Hey, the champ here again. Here's the second half of going through the blues in my blues collection. Not really quite the second half. This is the second half of a box of records of the blues. But we'll look through that real quick. Off the top, Johnny Otis. Johnny Otis out of L.A. At least he did a lot of his production in L.A. And had I think it was on Aladdin at one point. Try to get this stuff straight in my head. I'm thinking Charles Brown too. So, uh, but his records tend to be pretty valuable. A little hard to collect Johnny Otis because he is one of those that people go, oh well, that one's worth $400 or that one, you know. So you don't see the records very often. This probably is a remake or what, a repressing of some kind. Fly Right Records. I mean, it says it's a dig on the front, right? So, but his a lot of fun stuff in this Johnny Otis records. There's the Capitol Years. Oh, now we're back into what's that? Roomful of Blues. Out of the blues. Oh, this is a compilation. Well, I need to move that because that doesn't need to be. That needs to be in my compilations of blues. So I'm taking that one out to put it in the right place. Powder Blues. Now they were a Canadian band, Canadian blues band that a Canadian friend of mine turned me on to, and I was like, yeah, that's great stuff. So I don't think they got a lot of attention. Maybe up in Canada they did, but down here in the States, I don't know how much. But I always enjoyed their stuff. All very, very good. There's some more Powder Blues. Boom, boom, boom. Lloyd Price. More Lloyd Price. I can't get them separated here. Ah. And there's more Lloyd Price. Okay, so I'm putting those away. Okay, let's go from the back to the front. So we were on Johnny Otis. There's some more Johnny Otis. Some more Johnny Otis. I read his autobiography. Um, yeah, I think he was out of L.A. Growing up down there, I kind of remember the Watts stuff talking about. So some of his stuff was a little edgy, but and he was in the 50s and 60s. Willie and the Hand Jive. That was probably his most well-known tune. And his son, Shuggie Otis, was on a great album. If you haven't heard of that, you should check that one out. Super Sessions with Stephen Stills, Michael Bloomfield, and Shuggie Otis. I can't remember who else is on that. But anyway, another great one. And there's Shuggie Otis on that one, right? That Johnny Otis album. Johnny Otis Show. There's the Shuggie Otis mixed in with the Johnny Otis. I think that's fair. um, I didn't realize I did have so much Johnny Otis. I do like him. Johnny Otis live at Monterey. Odetta and the Blues. The Nighthawks. The Nighthawks. Try to get this so you can see it. Nighthawks. Nighthawks. And of course, the best of the Nighthawks. So, okay, and we have Full Nelson, Oliver Nelson. Now, I think I have some Oliver Nelson in my jazz collection as well. And I got CDs too. But I like Oliver Nelson a lot. Did a lot of arranging for others as well. I'm trying to think if he did some stuff for James Brown. I feel like he did, but I can't put my brain onto it. But nice stuff. And this the Kennedy Dream, Oliver Nelson and his orchestra. So I obviously like Oliver Nelson. And then we got some Charlie Musselwhite, another great harmonica player. Stand Back. Here comes Charlie Musselwhite. More Charlie Musselwhite. Johnny Moore's and his Three Blazers, right? Johnny Moore. Well, this is early. Now, Johnny Moore came to me via. Well, I was down at a record store in Hayward, California, and they were playing a tune by Charles Brown, Peekaboo, Peekaboo, I See You. It was pretty simple, but it really grabbed me. You know, yeah, there's tunes that, for whatever reason, they grab you, right? And that's when I got into Charles Brown. Well, Charles Brown was in Johnny Moore's Three Blazers, so that turned me on to them as well. And great stuff. Great stuff. As far as blues, early blues, kind of a Nat King Cole kind of sound. And then Amos Milburn is another one that I kind of got into, listening to Charles Brown. Charles Brown did some covers of Amos Milburn. Amos Milburn was another great, kind of like in the Louis Jordan kind of feel. Another pianist. Bad Whiskey. You know, lots of great tunes. Another one it's kind of hard to find. Route 66 is one of those labels that, an aftermarket label that did put these out more and for prices that you could afford. Now this one's on Aladdin, so this one probably cost me. So it's still got the sticker on it. Bought it at Amoeba. It was like $10. So paid a little more dear for that, but love it. Booker T and the MGs, Hip Hugger, more MGs, and that'll be it for today on the blues. Keep listening to your music, enjoy your music. I hope I direct you to some things that you might like in the future, and we'll catch you next time.